Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. With this, we're going over the new Artmegia support, or Artmegia, something like that. We're going to get started here with the first card, which is Medius the Innocent. This is low 4 Dark Fairy effect monster with 1800 attack, 1800 defense. If this card is normal or special summon, you can take one imprisoned deity monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. So we'll see what that is, but off the bat, just being able to normal or special summon this card and search something out and summon it out means that this card is potentially a starter. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one monster from your hand or face-up field into the deck, and if you do, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So from there, it has some recursion, and then you can use the effect to get imprisoned deity. So we're definitely going to have to see how strong that card is first. And here is Artmegia Fine Mount. Draw an Artmegia card, you can special summon this card for your hand, then you can draw a card. It's pretty strong, being able to special summon this card out, and then not only that, it could be any Artmegia card, so potentially spell or traps that are face up. You can use this card, get it out, and then get a draw out of it. That's pretty insane. We've never seen that on an extender. Your opponent cannot target level 6 or lower Artmegia monsters you control with card effects, so that gives you some built-in protection. And then during the main phase, if you control 3 or more monster types, quick effect, you can negate the effect of all face-up monster your opponent currently controls. Also, their current attack becomes half into the end of the turn. So that's pretty insane. Obviously, you want to set this up because this is a fairy and this one's a warrior. And assuming the other ones are going to be different monster types, this card is just one you wanted to have out here to give you protection and also being able to just negate the board. Pretty insane card. This is definitely, it seems like it's built up as a boss monster, but built into an effect monster. Before I continue the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon where you can help support the channel while also influencing the content I create. The link will be in the description, so make sure to check it out. I have Artmegia Graph Lair. So this is a dragon, and it's just some dude. So if you control an Artmegia card, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can set one Artmegia spell from your deck. So being able to just special summon these cards out as an extender and then getting value out of it seems pretty powerful. And the first time this card would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. So I have some protection, and you can target one spell trap your opponent controls, destroy it. And this is a quick effect if you control 3 or more effects, or 3 or more monster types. So again, just like this card, getting a buff. Overall, pretty solid. Not as powerful as this card here, but it's still very good as an extender and a searcher, and then being able to destroy something on your opponent's side of the field is pretty wild. And then here we have Artmegia Littera. So if you control an Artmegia card, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can add one Artmegia card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's great. If you have something in your grave that you want to get back, this is great for doing that. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. That's fine. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can special summon one Artmegia monster from your hand or graveyard except for this card. Then return this card on the field to the hand. So from there, being able to special summon an Artmegia monster from your hand or grave, you have some options here, just being able to activate their effects. This is when they activate their own effects, so I guess it's just to get it onto the board and then have their built-in protection, maybe like the Artmegia Fine Mount, where it cannot be targeted with card effects. And this one seems overall solid, but not as crazy as the other two. Imprisoned Deity Beast of Artmegia. So this is right away one of the imprisoned deities that is searchable. You cannot special summon from the extra deck except for fusion monsters, which is fine. During the main phase, quick effect, you can fusion summon one Artmegia fusion monster or Nerva, the imprisoned deity of creation, for your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including this card you control. So it looks like this is a polymerization that we can use at a quick effect speed. Pretty insane. And if this card is sent to your, from your hand or field to the graveyard, you can add one Artmegia spell or trap from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards in your graveyard. So it's a searcher out of as soon as you use it to fusion summon. Also an illusion monster, that's pretty cool. One of the extra deck monsters for the deck, it's a level 8 light fairy fusion effect monster. It requires Medius the Innocent plus one Artmegia monster. So it looks like that is the first card we saw here, Medius the Innocent. That is going to be potentially fusing with these other guys, I guess we're going to see in the art. But you can target one monster in the field, change its battle position. Nothing too crazy. When your opponent activates a card or effect on the field and you control 3 or more monster types, quick effect, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So an omni negate on this card that is pretty easy to set up. That is insane. And if this fusion summon card is destroyed, you can special summon one Medius the Innocent from your hand, deck, or banishment. So this feels a little bit like an Alistair deck, or potentially like Fallen Valbas, where you're just centering around one boss monster, or one effect monster here in order to get out your boss monsters and having some crazy effects. And then here we have Nerva, the imprisoned deity of creation. Insane art here. Looks very colorful. It's kind of hard to see at this moment, but when we get higher renders, it's going to be pretty nice. It has 3300 attack, 3300 defense, requires 3 Artmegia monsters, so you're not going to be using the effect monster here. the what's his name, Medius the Innocent. So it must first be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck in defense position by tributing 3 monsters with 3 different types. And you can only special summon this card once per turn. Cannot be destroyed by card effects while this card is in the field zone. Interesting. And then once per turn, when you activate it in Artmegia's monster effect, quick effect, you can make that effect become destroy all cards your opponent control. So you can make all of your Artmegia monsters into board wipes. At least for the board wipes, one-sided board wipes. That's gonna be fun to test out and pretty annoying to go against. So I wonder how that's gonna work exactly, where you're able to put this card in your field zone. I guess we're gonna see. I'm sure there's gonna be a card that's able to do that during your main phase. So this is Artmegia, the Academy City of Divine Arts. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Medius the Innocent in addition to your normal summon stat. That's kind of the go-to we're seeing for field spells here, just giving that additional normal summon. And then you can discard 1 spell trap and declare the name of 1 Artmegia monster you do not control. Add 1 of the declared monsters from your deck to your hand. So that's a searcher there. You cannot special summon monsters outside the extra deck except for Artmegia monsters and Medius the Innocent. It's going to lock you out of using any monsters outside of the extra deck just to ensure you stay in the archetype by including these cards. So pretty good searcher though. So this is Serialize. This is a normal spell card. You can send 1 Medius the Innocent from your deck to the graveyard and look at the top card of your opponent's deck and place it either on the top or bottom of the deck. So that's pretty fun, being able to look into that and see. Mainly you're going to use this as just a foolish burial just so you can get your Medius in the grave, but from there being able to manipulate your opponent's deck can be pretty annoying for them. You can banish this card from your graveyard and then target 1 face of monster you control and declare 1 monster type and 1 attribute. It becomes a declared type and attribute until the end of your opponent's turn. However, you're trying to make it work with the other monsters. Overall, this one seems like the weaker spell, but still gets pretty good value. This is Artmegia Masterwork Succession. It's a quick play spell card. During the main phase, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field, including an Artmegia monster. Then if this card is in the field zone, if there's a card in the field zone, the summon monster gains 500 attack. So from there, being able to fusion summon using this card as a quick play spell is pretty solid. And then during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 Artmegia cards in your graveyard and shuffle them into the deck. So then you can have some recursion there. So it's going to be pretty cool to use this in tandem with the fusion monster that lets you fusion summon. Then we have Artmegia Vandalism Assault. It's a continuous spell card. When this card resolves, you can add 1 Medius Innocent from your deck to your hand. So that's a searcher for Medius the Innocent, which looks like it's the heart of the deck, as that's when it's going to allow you to get a lot of your boss monsters and a lot of the cards out here. You can target 1 face-up monster you control. That face-up monster can be treated as an Artmegia monster if you use that as fusion material. If used as fusion material this turn. So that gives you a way to get around the rules here and get other monsters out onto the board and then use them up later on. Artmegia, the Academy City of Divine Arts, you control be destroyed by card effect. You can send this card you control to the graveyard instead. So this is going to be a great way of just protecting your field spell. This is Artmegia Banish Change. So you can place 1 Artmegia Academy School of Divine Arts from your deck or graveyard face up in your field zone. Or if you control it, you can add 1 Artmegia card from your deck to your hand, except for this card. So another way to just get your field spell out. And it looks like a lot of this deck is just super consistent. Being able to search out whatever you need whenever you need it is that's going to be annoying. And then when your Artmegia monster is targeted for an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate the attack, and if you do, you can special summon 1 Medius the Innocent from your hand. So from there, another way to get Medius the Innocent out. So this looks like this is just a way to just sort of fill in that gap of making the deck a little bit more consistent if you need it. And then here for the final card is Artmegia Messina Awakening. It's a normal trap card. You can special summon 1 Artmegia monster or Medius Innocent from your deck. Also this turn, the activation of your cards and effects that include an effect that fusion summon a fusion monster cannot be negated. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effect when a monster is fusion summoned this way. So this is going to give you a lot of protection for your fusion monsters. Ensure that they get out and ensure that they're not negated. This looks like it's going to be pretty pesky to deal with. And you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Artmegia monster you control, return it to the hand, extra deck, and if you do, destroy 1 card your opponent controls. So having potential value in the grave as well. Whenever you need to, just use this and then pop something on your opponent's side of the board, especially if they're trying to set up. Overall, this archetype looks pretty solid. It just looks super consistent. It looks like you're able to search out whatever you need. I guess we're really going to have to build it and see just how it works. But overall, seems like a pretty strong deck, and I can definitely see people playing it. I'm a little scared of this card too. This card just seems like it provides so much value for the deck, and I guess we're going to see where this lands. But let me know what you guys think about the new Artmegia archetype, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.